Hello, everyone, and welcome to our monthly IoT Marketing Live broadcast. I'm Tiffany Nielsen, and with me today is our CEO and founder of IoT Marketing, Johannes Beekman. How are you doing today, Johannes?
I'm doing great, Tiffany. How are you? But please let me continue. For those in the audience who haven't heard it yet, Tiffany is the edge all the time. If you can go back to all our webinars, it's always about the edge. The people in the audience should check out, for example, and I just named two, the transportation webinar, the future smart travel that we broadcasted last year. They can find them on our OTT page. And if you want to learn more about applications that are currently being developed on the edge, then just check out any of those and other rebroadcasts. But to come back to your question, my major takeaway of Living on the Edge webinar was that we are now already producing too much data. We are running out of storage space to store the data. And yes, we do need to start now with processing the data on the edge. So I'm glad that this year is the year of edge computing, where edge computing really matures. And we need edge computing to limit the data that we send and store in the cloud.
And I think edge computing is just going to be that much more important as we look at the toll that industrialization is taking on our planet, which is why this month I'm in a garden. No, we are doing our Shift to Earth 4.0 webinar, and that's coming up the last Thursday of this month. So be sure to attend that. And just looking at some of the news headlines, there are so many environmental stories happening and weather as well. I know today, Johannes, you're in a little bit of a weather oddity down there in Texas. Do you want to tell us what's happening with your weather today?
Well, we could be in a pickle, to be honest. We may luck out, but anyway, the weather is crazy right now. There are baseball size hails happening everywhere. And yeah, it could get pretty bad all the way down to Austin, but it goes all the way up to the Canadian border. And yes, we have weather, we have blizzards, we have snow in states that haven't seen snow forever in April. It's really crazy right now.
Yes.
So
go right ahead,
coming back to the upcoming webinar. So this is our second sustainability webinar. And I strongly suggest our audience to check out the Going Green with IoT webinar, which we broadcasted last year. That one explores basically how IoT devices are being used to protect the environment. You can find it on our OTT channel or on the VOD page on the website. And we decided, and we had to develop a second sustainability webinar because, as Tiffany mentioned, there's so much going on right now with the environment. And to give an example, apart from the crazy weather that we are seeing all over the world, another example, two of the major greenhouse gases, we always talk about carbon dioxide, let's not forget methane, are on an alarming upward emission trend, which is bad, means that we really are going to see more effect and more heat being pumped into the atmosphere. And yes, it's like we said, it sure feels like we're seeing more extreme weather. But there are also other industry trends that are putting more and more strain on the limited resources that we have. Not going to steal the thunder of Earth 4, but we'll touch on all of those trends, and there are a lot later this month. So we are going to need a lot of IoT technology to simply manage the limited resources that we have on this planet and to manage the environment.
Thank you, Johannes. Let's go ahead and take a look at the promo video for the Shift to Earth 4.0. As Industry 4.0 takes shape, it is imperative to consider how the technological advancements digitally transforming industries will impact the Earth. Industrialization has taken a toll on our planet. Is it too late to reverse its negative impact on the environment? What measures should be taken to ensure that Industry 4.0 leaves the world better than what it currently is? Find out what the experts have to say about this important topic on Thursday, April 28th, 2022, as Industry Insights webinars and IoT Marketing present the Shift to Earth 4.0. Discussion topics include how technology can be used to increase efficiency and sustainability, challenges and risks Industry 4.0 poses on the environment, strategies for keeping technology deployments green, and predictions for the future of Industry 4.0 and how it will impact the Earth. Register now to attend, and we will see you at the webinar on Thursday, April 28th. Great. Well, I hope to see everyone at that webinar on April 28th, and be sure to register to attend at iotmktg.com/register. And so, looking at all of the different topics we're going to be covering, we're also going to talk about sustainable manufacturing as well as climate change. Obviously, that is a major concern for everyone right now, looking at the melting of the Arctic, the heating of the oceans. There's a lot happening there, but it's really just driving this whole concept of sustainability and ESG. We're also going to be talking about green blockchain initiatives, so be sure to attend. Johannes, anything else you want to say about this topic before we announce some other webinars we have coming up this year?
Well, yeah, absolutely be sure to attend because no matter what, and I know there are some speculative stories out there, but we need to manage and we need to stay on this planet as long as we can. People are talking about transforming other planets, and Mars seems to be the next planet of choice. But in reality, it's always easier and cheaper to manage our environment and make sure that Earth stays habitable than to terraform Mars or one of the moons of Saturn. Titan is in the picture, and move 8 billion people to a new planet or moon. So it's yes, please attend. Make sure to attend the webinar. It is one of our, I would call it one of our foundational webinars. We'll be talking about this subject or parts of what we covered in this month in the coming webinars.
And so, following the shift to Earth 4.0 in April, we're going to be talking about connected skies in May. And we're excited to have the GSMA join us for that webinar, where we will be talking about drones, UAVs, satellite communications. So it's definitely one that all of the space audience will want to attend for sure. Anything you want to say about this one, Johannes?
It's a great webinar, and I'm really looking forward to it, Tiffany. If you look at the market predictions, the drone industry is really taking off right now. We're looking at a 50+% annual growth in terms of global shipments of drones. And the main market segments for drones right now are agriculture, construction, mining, insurance, and law enforcement. So we need to discuss how to stay connected with all those drones, because very soon they will be part of our daily lives. I'm pretty soon I'll get my Amazon drone dropping off shipments. Well, not this year, but very, very soon.
Let's go ahead and take a look at that promo video. Drones are no longer just another consumer electronic for hobbyists. And to say that drones are smart would be quite the understatement. Drones and satellites are being developed using advanced technologies, which will disrupt the way we live, work, and make decisions. Join Industry Insights webinars as we turn our eyes to the sky in a live event focused on drones, satellites, and the industry problems they solve. Discussion topics include the difference between drones and UAVs, industries using drones with real-world examples and applications, challenges for the widespread adoption of drones, how the satellite communications market is evolving, and predictions for where we see these industries headed. Register now to join us for the Connected Skies webinar on Thursday, May 26th, 2022. Brought to you by IoT Marketing and Industry Insights webinars. All right, so Connected Sky is coming up in May. And if anyone in the audience is watching and would like to be a part of that panel or to do an interview and have it featured in the webinar, by all means, get in touch with us. And it's going to be pretty exciting because drones are definitely coming, and that's just that much more traffic in the skies. So definitely a lot of things that need to be put in place before the larger rollout of the drones and satellite communications. And with the webinar in June, we'll be covering the connected future of food. And usually you wouldn't think about your food being connected. I mean, would you, Johannes?
No, typically it's not, but in reality, everything is getting connected. So food is also getting connected. So yes, we need to talk about food. Food is going to change. So let's have a webinar.
Yes. So let's take a look at that promo video. Industry 4.0 is evolving grocery stores, restaurants, kitchens, farms, and even food itself. Digital technology is assisting people in choosing what to consume, along with developing new possibilities for how they access and experience food and beverage. The push for digitization and digitalization is creating new demands for product information and accessibility online, while advanced robotics are evolving the preparation and delivery of food and beverage. Join Industry Insights webinars and IoT Marketing for our upcoming live event, The Connected Future of Food, on Thursday, June 30th. Discussion topics include food supply and food waste challenges technology aims to solve, initiatives such as Field to Fork and Food for Good, nanotechnology for sustainable foods, and a look at advanced food products expected in the not-so-distant future. Join us for the webinar Thursday, June 30th, where we will explore how technology is connecting us to food in new ways and the overall digital transformation of our food systems. See you at the webinar. And we are still looking for a couple speakers for that event as well. So if you're interested, be sure to contact us and also to register for the webinar. And those are only a few of the topics that we'll be covering. And food supply is really going to be critical in the coming years. And just looking at the different research I've been doing, they're coming up with some very innovative ways of solving this future problem. But the food shortage, I could see it coming in the near future. What about you, Johannes?
Yes, we'll see. We will see some food shortage in the future. We have a growing population, so that's one of the reasons why we need to produce more food over time. And then, of course, we have a crazy situation in the world going on, like in Ukraine, which is a breadbasket for example, wheat, which also will impact the production of food. So it's going to be very interesting to watch what's happening.
And everything from diets based on your genome to 3D printed food. Very interesting. And that's not the only thing being printed. And we'll talk about that more in July during our made to order webinar, where it's focused on 3D printing. And again, looking for more experts to talk on these subjects. And we also have coming up on our agenda the future of connectivity in August, and the Summit of Things coming up in September, which is a summit focused purely on IoT. And so that will be an all-day event. And we actually have a special right now where if you join our community, you will also get upgraded to a premium package for attendees for that event. So definitely some incentive there. Would you like to share anything on that, Johannes?
The summit is going to be great. I mean, it's yes, it's going to be an all-day event, which allows us to focus and showcase more different IoT segments. So it's going to be a great way to learn, to stay on top of what's happening, and also a great way to promote your company and product. So let us know if you're interested. Let us know if you want to speak. It is an interesting time to be in IoT, and it's going to be an absolutely fantastic summit.
Let's take a look at that summit promo video.
The Internet of Things is reaching mass adoption as the industries using IoT rapidly expands. From smart buildings to smart cities, the Internet is connecting us in all new ways. Join Industry Insights webinars and IoT Marketing Thursday, September 29th, 2022 for the Summit of Things, which is a summit focused solely on the Internet of Things. This all-day live event will feature a combination of panel discussions, keynotes, training sessions, and more. Discussion topics include IoT for smart manufacturing, applications for IoT such as digital twins, IoT security and potential threats, and advanced technologies that complement IoT technology. Contact us if you would like to participate in this live global event and attend the summit to learn more about the Internet of Things, Industry 4.0, and digital transformation. Register now to attend.
All right, the Summit of Things. So that's coming up this September. We also have Intelligent Thinking coming up in October and our annual award show in December. So definitely a lot happening for the second half of the year. And again, if you do sign up for our community, and our Industry Insights webinars community is based on videos, and you are able to view all of our content. You can also download our different downloads such as infographics, slide decks, and other materials that we have to share. And you can also chat in forums. So it's a very cool, very unique approach to displaying content and sharing that with our community that we've been able to grow. So thank you again for all your support. And if you would like to check out our community, we've got a free 30-day trial and also very reasonable prices on that. So if you sign up for our community, you can also benefit from getting an upgraded ticket to attend the Summit of Things in October. So exciting things there. And we also have one other special happening. If you're looking for lead generation, you can get started for only $597 right now with IoT marketing. And so that's being a part of our different Industry Insights webinars that we have coming up, and being able to get leads that are truly interested in your services and products. And Johannes, anything you want to say about that?
No, I think the summit is going to be great. Try to get in as early as possible is what would be my suggestion. And also the community is a really great opportunity because all the material that we've developed over the past 2 years is available. So you can look it up. And like I said, all the webinars are connected. So we always build on the foundation that we laid before. So you can always go back in time and see what the status was a year ago. But also the slide decks are available, infographics are available, as Tiffany mentioned. So it's a great resource. It's a fantastic overview of content.
And on our IoT marketing website, we also have a blog section available where there is deep dives into pretty much all of the different topics that we're covering in the webinars, and you can access those anytime. And there's also some new pages that we'll be adding and making things easier to access and more widely available to everyone as things continue to shift worldwide. So for everyone experiencing rough weather this week, be sure to batten down the hatches. It's been very windy in Las Vegas. And be sure to attend our Shift to Earth 4.0 webinar happening on April 28th. And thank you so much again to everyone for your continued support. I'm always blown away by the size of our audience and the wisdom that they share within our chats and everything else. So thank you to all of our presenters as well as all of our attendees. And I think that wraps it up. Johannes, any final thought before we wrap it up?
No, I think to everybody, please attend the webinar. It is a foundational and very important webinar. And yes, stay safe this week and stay safe whenever you travel.
All right, everyone. Have a great week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.